20 seconds. 8th of April 2016, How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse, Take 1.
Seriously, Nick? What are you doing?
Look, to beat a zombie, you must become the zombie. I'm just getting into character, you know, thinking stuff from their perspective.
Well, you look ridiculous. If I was attacked by a zombie like that, I would just be stood there laughing.
I'm kind of getting the impression you're not taking this whole apocalypse thing seriously.
Not really, no.
But it could happen. Z-Day is coming, trust me. This is how to survive a zombie apocalypse. No biting! Madness, eh? Hi guys, and welcome to this week's How to Survive, the show all about what you would do if you found yourself in a sticky situation.
This week, we're going to explore the world of the undead in our zombie apocalypse special.
Coming up tonight, we take a quick look at the rise of the zombie culture.
Sarah, an avid zombie fan, tells us about her love for the undead.
We find out why people pay to be chased by zombies at Z events in Reading.
Plus, Greg Rudman shows us what to pack in your emergency survival kit.
But first, to kick things off, it's the brain-blowing band. It's B-Cash! Awesome, guys. Rocking it.
Amazing. What a great way to start the show. Now, the dreaded Z word. Where did it start?
Well, zombie is a word that comes from Haitian culture. It basically means a dead body that's been brought back to life by magic.
In 1929, W.B. Seabrook spent time with several voodoo tribes and published the book The Magic Island, which was really Western culture's first look at the undead.
Well, zombies didn't really arrive in Europe until the publication of Frankenstein.
But when I think of zombies, I think of...
Yeah, well, that's the effect that the film industry has had on zombie culture. Check it out.
Zombies have been a familiar figure in pop culture since 1968, with George Romero's The Night of the Living Dead. Let's take a trip through time to see how the genre's developed. Wes Craven directed The Serpent in the Rainbow in 1988, which had a voodoo-style take on the zombie genre. And 4 years later, Peter Jackson directed and starred in his third ever feature film, Dead Alive. In 1990, Night of the Living Dead was remade, and the 1978 sequel Dawn of the Dead also came back to our screens in 2004, directed by Zack Snyder.
And hold it there.
Almost stopped your heart. You try to scream, but terror take the sound before you.
2008 saw the introduction of the zombie genre into popular video game franchises such as Call of Duty, with Nazi zombies bonus mode. Even Arnie wanted to get in on the zombie craze in the 2015 film Magnet. From Night of the Living Dead and its infinite remakes and sequels to Pride, Prejudice and Zombies, this has been just a quick look at zombies in pop culture.
Wow, there's some great films there. I love Shaun of the Dead.
It is an epic film. Now, you've probably noticed her shuffling around our set, but as an avid zombie fan, Sarah Williams is actually the perfect live-in person to talk about all things zombie. Sarah, it's great to have you here.
Thank you so much for inviting me in.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So, first of all, why are you so interested in zombies, especially zombie films?
Do you know something? I think it started as a child. I was terrified of them. We've all seen that Michael Jackson video.
Of course.
And in order to overcome a fear, I think you should just keep looking at something and watching it and reading about it. And now I've got all the knowledge, so I would know how to cope in case of a zombie apocalypse.
Well, you say you've got all the knowledge, so are there different types of zombies out there that we should be aware of?
As far as I'm concerned, the only genuine zombie are the slow, shuffly ones that are after the brains, you know. All of these fast, quick-moving ones, I think they're infected by something. They're not proper zombies, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
So, as you know, I'm sure, the best offence is usually a good defence. So if you're attacked, do you have any tips on how you defend yourself and survive in a zombie situation?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Everyone knows, go for the head. So you find something really heavy, find something really blunt, and then, you know, just go for it. And if, like me, you're a little bit on the short side, then, I don't know, find something to climb on. Or have, like, friends and family around you. You can jump on their shoulders and take them out that way.
Fair enough, you keep friends that to me, don't you? Right, so you mentioned your family. Would you take your family with you, or would you stride out to be the lone warrior? Go.
Completely depends where I am. You know, if I'm in a workplace scenario, I haven't got my family with me, and it would be really silly to go and try and find them, because that's where it always goes wrong. You know, you watch like Walking Dead and things like that.
I'm going to have to cut you off.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so excited about it.
It's been so lovely having you here, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry we had to cut it a bit short there.
No problem.
Thank you very much. You look amazing, by the way.
Well, thank you.
We want to know how you'd survive a zombie apocalypse.
Tweet us using the hashtag #IWillSurvive, and the best ones will be read out a little bit later.
Now, Emily, there's something I've really been meaning to ask you for a long while. If I was to take you out on a romantic date, where would we go?
I suppose a moonlit walk by the Thames.
Nah, forget that. How about being chased by zombies around an abandoned shopping centre?
Absolutely not.
It happens more regularly than you might think. It's very popular. Our film crew went over to Z Events to find out what is going on.
Hi, my name's Greg. I am Marketing and Community Manager for Z Events. I also am an actor at Z Events, so every weekend it's down to me and a great bunch of guys to take customers round our 2.5-hour zombie experience. Basically set up the zombie mall experience roughly about 4 years ago. So we had a couple of other sites. So we had a site up north that we used to have called the Manor House. So it was a classic Resident Evil zombie manor house in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by forest, that kind of stuff.
I work at Z Events. Most of the time I am a zombie scaring lots of customers. Sometimes I'm also one of the security members that tries to save them. Sometimes that doesn't happen, unfortunately.
Oh, our zombies aren't all professional actors, although we have a cream of the crop that are actually professional scare actors. So they've done things like Thorpe Park, they've done TV, film, that kind of thing. But the majority of our staff, our zombies, are just regular people. It can range from anywhere from students right up to mums and dads, families. You know, they all come down here, they all put the makeup on, they all love to live out that kind of fantasy of being a zombie and entertain, you know, our customers. And it's hugely rewarding. I mean, you know, seeing people enjoy the experience, have a great time on both sides, you know, our staff and customers. Yeah, it is really, really something special.
Intense stuff. We'll find out what happened to our film crew a bit later on. Joining me now, though, is Greg Rudman from Z Events. He's going to show us how to create an essential zombie survival kit that you can use when Z-Day rolls around. Greg, thanks for coming in today.
Pleasure.
Now, it's the apocalypse, people are running around eating each other. What do I need to do to stop myself turning out like her?
Okay, so you're going to need some supplies, right?
yeah.
But before we grab the supplies, we need something to put them in. Okay, so we need something like a rucksack. Okay, something roughly of this size. Okay, ideally waterproof, but something's just sturdy.
Good, strong rucksack.
A good, strong
Step
rucksack. Exactly right. Yeah. First thing that goes into it, first aid.
Your mobile ambulance, if you will.
Your mobile ambulance. Exactly right. Yeah. So in here, you're going to want things like a support bandage. You're going to want plasters.
Yep.
You know, things like that. Anything that you can grab hold of. But most importantly, antiseptic.
Now,
okay?
just quickly, that's not going to help me against bites, though, is it?
This is not going to help you against bites. If you get bitten, I'm afraid it's game over.
Dead.
Yeah, no good. No good with bites. Second on the list, food. Okay, now I'm not talking about a large pizza.
Oh, shame.
Right, I'm talking about things that are light and they give you energy.
Okay.
Okay, so anything with sugar in it, anything with caffeine in it. Okay, so like satchels of coffee, tea. Okay, things like that you can carry around, nice and lightweight, going to give you that boost.
Now, you said sachets, no tins, no cans.
So tins and cans are good if you have some type of storing.
Okay.
So if you have like an old garage somewhere where you can go out on supply runs and you can bring the cans back and store them, that's great. But when you're on the move, they're a bit heavy, okay? Tin of peaches weighs quite a bit, so probably not good for on the move.
Okay, so what I can understand here, basic, maybe not the tastiest in the world, but it'll keep me alive.
Yeah, exactly right. It's going to keep you alive. Okay, so whilst you're moving around, you're really going to want to worry about what you're wearing. Okay, so maybe cold, maybe warm. Okay, so you want your thermals. Get your thermals on, right? Some base layer that's going to keep you nice and warm. But on top, okay, you're going to want something that's going to protect you and hold items. Okay, so something like a tack vest. Okay, so it's got lots of pockets there that you can put supplies in, but it's also really durable. Okay, if you get a little bit close to one of those things, you know, and they swing out an arm. This is going to stop them from getting through to your skin, okay? Going to stop those bites.
So is this available from anywhere, easy to find, or?
So I wouldn't say they're easy to find, but you could probably try and get them from some kind of surplus store, anything like that, really. Any kind of maybe DIY shop, you're going to find something like that.
Brilliant.
So if you're in that shopping area, actually, it's probably worth trying to look for these guys. Okay, walkie-talkies, exactly, right? Now, if you come across other survivors, you know, you're going to want to stay in communication with them. People are out on supply runs, okay, they're getting stuff, use two-way radios.
There's a zombie behind me. There's a zombie behind me.
Yeah, exactly for that reason. So walkie-talkies are a good thing to have, keep hold of.
Calm down, love.
Right. Okay, and finally, a mixture between practical and kind of essential, really, is matches.
Right.
Okay, and I'm not talking about wet matches, okay? They create fire, warmth, but keep them in some kind of, you know, watertight container, you know, a cylinder like this, okay? They can also be used to create signals, you know, smoke signals, things like that if you're further away. But my personal favourite, not a lot of people think of this one, is batteries.
Oh, really?
Right, okay, so think about it, every household, you know, TV remotes, children's toys, you know, those kinds of things, all have batteries. You know, electricity is not going to be around, so you need something that's going to power the torches, you know, recharge, things like that. So batteries is a really good tip.
So I need to jog down to my local corner shop and pick up a handful of these things?
Exactly, yeah. Anywhere that's close to you, town centres, anything like that, or, yeah, general sort of household items, anything that you can use
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Greg.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm definitely not going to end up on this zombies meal deal. We're going to be talking to Greg a tiny bit later on. But now, we've got some tweets coming in from you that you sent into the hashtag we gave you earlier. Oh, she likes you, mate.
That's absolutely right, Nick. The tweets have been flying in. First of all, we have Aaron Kendrick 95, who very interestingly said, "I would steal my OAP neighbour's car and drive to the countryside with the rest of 37 Longley Road."
Dudes, have you never heard about Help the Aged? At Jack the Gherkin writes, "I'd pack a last night bag so I could go out in style if worst came to the worst." Let me know how that one turns out for you, mate.
I think a few people would think it was the end of the world if they'd seen me after that. At Hockers says, "I don't know, pub?"
Legend, man after my own heart. Sounds like another Cornetto trilogy fan. Our last tweet is my personal favourite from @Zoe Homewards, who says, "I'm so tired after my second year of uni. The zombies would probably accept me as one of their own."
I think we can all relate to that one.
Been there, done that.
So, what would you do in the event of a zombie apocalypse?
I think bunker down somewhere, you know, find somewhere with strong walls, plenty of supplies, keep myself safe and armed. How about you?
Yeah, something similar. Maybe not a shopping mall or anything like
No,
that.
it's been
That's been done to death. I need to be original. So maybe build myself a tree house outside a pub.
I like that, I like that. So, this is a question about our relationship. I've been bitten on the arm. What do you do? Do you leave me behind? Do you kill me? Do you try to save me?
I think it really depends on the kind of zombie that you would be. But never mind, just keep your tweets coming in. We'll be publishing the favourites on the website after the show.
Yes, guys, keep them coming in. Now it's back to our film crew at Z Events.
Greg looked amazing in that though, didn't he? So manly.
Hey, I'm pretty manly.
Keep telling yourself that, Nick.
Been working out. Maybe I should just stick with a zombie. How about it? Fancy a light bite later? Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've almost come to the end of our apocalypse.
We survived, which means we'll be around next week to find out how to survive a tsunami. Better bring your trunks, guys. Now, to play us off, it's the band B-Cash.
to me.